Hey man, so I've been invested in the stock market for like 5 years now, and today I want to share the top 5 things that I've learned being invested in this market. So the first one right off the bat is uh, realizing or understanding when your gains and losses are locked in. It's simple. People are scared when things go down, and people are all puffy when things are all when everything's going to hell. And the flip side to that, people take screenshots. People are like, "Hey, like my portfolio went up in value by like 20% is a lot." I mean, but also depends on the time frame and the specific stock or ETF. But none of that crap matters until you sell. It really doesn't. It's just as much as it can go down, it can go up, and vice versa. I don't know what hurts more, having the possibility of being rich or earning a lot of money and then losing it later, or having a certain amount and then losing it, and then that's pretty much it. I think the first one is pretty much the hard hitter, right? You had the chance to earn a lot of money and didn't sell, and that's the point I'm trying to make here. You don't realize your gains or losses, you don't lock it in until you sell. Otherwise, it's just another chart going up and down, green and red. Nothing happens until you sell. And I think sticking to this mind frame and sticking to the analogy I just shared right now is more applicable to those who are gamblers in the stock market. I don't gamble. I try not to. For the most part, I've done a good job in not gambling. I invest for the long run. I put an extra a couple $100s here and there into specific stocks or ETF, and then just call it a day. I don't really sell until I want to sell a specific stock that I know has been, I bought it just because, or when I want to balance my portfolio. And that's pretty much it. That's the only time when I sell. I've sold a lot of reds. I've sold a lot of greens. I can say with utmost certainty that I've sold a lot more greens and value than in red. All right, so that's the first tip. Don't let the red chart, don't let the red lines or the green lines get to your head. You don't realize your gains and losses until you sell. All right then. The second tip that I have for you guys is essentially investing for the long run. So I've been investing for like 5 years already, since 2021. I want to say early 2021. So if not 5 years, it's close to it. The one thing that I've learned is you can easily turn $100 into thousands if you just buy and sell and keep investing. It doesn't have to be a lot, and that leads to my other tip that I will share later on. But you can easily turn $100 into thousands if you keep consistently buy. Dollar cost averaging is another tip that I want to share. But to this tip, to this point, you can turn $100 into thousands if you just have a lot of time in the market and continuing to sell and reinvest dividends. Simple, right? There's no magic to this. There's no magic. It's straightforward. All you have to do is just do it. So the third tip is invest whatever you're comfortable with investing. All right, if you need that extra $100 for things that actually matter, like for car repair bills, for utilities, for something important, right? And no, door dashing or going out with your friends is not an emergency. It's a luxury and a privilege. But to my point, if you can spare extra $30-$40 to invest, then you're pretty much almost already there. That's pretty much how I started. I started with $100 back in 2021, back in May of 2021. And now I'm seeing that $100 turn into something big and beautiful as the years have gone by. That's something that I want to share with you, with everybody here. Invest what you're comfortable with investing. I started with $100, and I I don't look back. I haven't sold. I invested wisely. I invested in something that has proven itself to be good for those who invest in the long run. And yeah, that's something I want to share with you guys. But yeah, invest what you're comfortable with. That's the third tip. The fourth tip is dollar cost averaging. Essentially what this is to keep investing regardless of the stock price. So I want to say dollar cost average onto a stock that you know is going to bear fruit in the future. But honestly, I believe dollar cost averaging should only be applied to certain ETFs that you know are going to do good. ETFs like the S&P 500s, the high dividend yields, and that's about it. The last tip I want to share with you guys is I'm trying to remember. So I talked about dollar cost averaging, investing when you're comfortable with investing, invest for the long run. Yeah, I'm blanking out here, but those three tips right off the bat are definitely solid to keep in mind. Just invest for the long run, dollar cost average, invest when you're comfortable investing. Oh, and the most important one I'd argue is to understand when your gains and losses for your stocks are realized or are locked in. That doesn't happen until you sell. And remember, the last one is buying the dip. I'm trying to remember as I play game, but buying the dip is essentially what gets you, what turns a simple $100 into something a lot more in the immediate future. Like the most recent example was April. So what happened in April was simple. Our president announced some tariffs. The market went crazy. People sold. And what I did was to essentially buy that dip. The S&P went down by a lot, and so did some of my potential returns. But instead of tripping like how most people would do, I just bought. And of course, I only invested what I was comfortable with investing. Now that I look back on it, I feel like I should have invested more, because the S&P is in the green by a lot. But that's neither here or there. It's like saying I wish I had bought like Dogecoin when it was like a couple of cents before it went to 30 cents, right? I'm not gonna hold on to the past, but it gives me an idea of what to do for the next crash. And that next crash is gonna happen soon. I don't know when. The most recent crash happened, and I was there to buy some equities. And yeah, that's pretty much it, fellas. Those are my five tips that I've learned being invested for 5 years in the stock market. I wish to share this wealth that I've learned with everybody here. But yeah, let me know if you like this video. I do plan on talking more about single stocks in the future. I do want to talk about my portfolio, how it's been up and down, but more ups and downs, right? And essentially just build a community where we all can openly talk about stocks without any toxicity. And of course, my goal is to help everybody here level up, especially in real life instead of in games. But my idea is simple. I want to be known as a finance channel who's also a gamer and wants to appeal to other gamers who want to be financially sound and successful. Alright then, fellas, later.